I'd like to call this meeting of the Lakeville Planning Board to order for Thursday, June 20th, 2019 at 7 p.m. And we happen to be at the Lakeville Board of Health office, which is a change for us. And we're here to see Mr. Bill Logan regarding covenant for Shamrock Lane, Pasca Estates, which is a subdivision off of Cross Street. And see, you have some paperwork for us.
I do.
Very nice. Which is the Form F Certificate of Performance, the Covenant of Approval Release.
It says for lot 8 on it.
Pardon me? Yep, Lot 8, absolutely. And it is specifically for the Lot 8 shown on the definitive plan for residential subdivision off of Cross Street in Lakeville, Mass. Dated June 16th, 2017. Revised September 6th, 2017. Okay. And you want us to release a lot so you can sell it.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. And you have two unbuilt lots that are still sitting at the frontage of the property.
Correct. 9 and 10.
Yep. And you haven't given any bond yet?
No.
Or, okay. But you were planning on it at some point, or?
Whatever we needed to do, yes.
Okay.
If you want to hold the lots and then come up with another number now that everything's done, or like you said, the $15 a foot, if that's how that works, or
Right.
whichever.
Right, that would be the, where we would, this would be the, when we do the final release.
Yep.
That would release lots 9 and 10.
Okay.
But we still have a retainage, as you see on page 32 of that.
Okay.
It's in that package we just gave you.
Yep.
And it's actually, the way it's written in our stuff is pretty, it's unfortunately 6 pages, but it's pretty accurate. And it tells what it's for. I mean, it's, you're a year and a half away from the road being
Possibly accepted, yes.
And we have New England weather, and weird things happen.
Yes.
And it's to cover that.
Yep.
But it's a finite amount. Remember, we charge everybody the same.
Right.
And then you go through there would be like an early on inspection to release the 9 and 10. But then finally, right before the town accepts it, they usually do it once more.
Correct.
And it's probably the town that does it instead of the planning board.
What's that?
I did talk to the highway department. He
The
told
last
me.
inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me he wants to want me to clean the catch basins out.
Yeah.
And just touch the place up a little
Similar
bit.
to what Roland Barber just went through, or is going through
Yes.
with this thing. That
Mhm.
they'll send the highway department out just to check the road. I think they actually did look at peer review or an outside engineer do the same thing. But it's strictly on the roadway at that point.
That,
Roads,
well,
drainage,
it's on the
yes.
roadway and easements. Recording all the easements, and every once in a while
Yeah,
a bank
accurate
gets involved
as-built.
and
There's a
stuff
plan
like that.
involved.
Gets to be a mess too sometimes, where you'll see it come up twice in town meeting because the easements hadn't been recorded properly. And
Correctly.
Roan Barber's got held up because there was a detail missing. And it was a glue-on detail. It wasn't even a custom-made detail, anything special.
Cut and paste.
Yeah, and he missed town meeting because he only found out the morning of town meeting. So it's well to be a couple weeks ahead.
Yeah, I think we have the few,
What,
3 different easements.
he,
Yeah.
Jamie's very good at that.
Yes.
Jamie doesn't make mistakes like that, but they happen.
Oh, yeah,
So you
yeah,
have
no, I
to-
get it.
They ask for 45 days, you know, for us to do it, and
Right.
they need it.
But what I'd like you to just pay attention to the rules and regulations for transferring, or as the selectmen call it, laying out the road, so the town will accept the responsibility for the snow plowing and
Right.
everything else that goes with it. The rules and regulations that we provided for you, it shows you what you need to do. It's the as-built plan. Make sure all the inspections go well, which is the bounds, the ponds, clean out the basins, that type of thing. And then the road is in good repair.
Torn up, right.
Right. And I know you've done quite a bit, on your behalf. I know you've done quite a bit of work at the front of the road.
Yep.
To help with the drainage out front.
Did anybody see that? I mean, it looks
I did.
beautiful now.
I did, yeah.
So,
And you can see the, delineation of how far back you cut the road.
yep, just
And
to
then
make
you
it work.
Regraded it,
better.
yeah. And they regraded the asphalt so it would
Yep.
flow off, which I am very appreciative of
And
that.
normal, I mean, I drive down this road every morning.
Mhm.
I stop at the coffee shop and I drive up this road and down, and I keep my eye, every single morning I drive up this. That's my road. I mean,
Yeah.
I keep a good eye on what's going on there.
I like the idea.
Except for the next 2 weeks I'm on vacation. But
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I like the idea of not having a circle inside the circle because it's a great place for kids to play.
yeah, they play basketball.
I mean,
up
it's
there and stuff.
basketball.
Yeah.
There, and you
all
can
pa-
play.
it's
And you
all
can play
pavement?
street hockey.
Yeah,
It's all pavement.
the whole circle's
All-
paved.
Everything.
Yeah, and it's sort of a purgatory for maintenance. Like
And
Booton
it's
takes care of it.
reasonably flat, and it looks like a great place to play.
This actually road went beautiful. Everything was just like perfect when we were building it. It was just nice material the whole way, and just the way it flowed down, everything was really
Well,
nice.
it used to be a driving range, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good start.
There's golf balls still popping up on other people's lawns.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's thousands and thousands of golf balls. Yeah.
That is funny.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
so
just for shorthand, you want a motion?
I do.
Okay, I move we release lot number 8 of Pasca Estates with the note that we're still holding 9 and 10, and 1 through 7 were released in the
Early
in the
stages.
past.
Yes.
Is that your whole motion?
That's the whole motion.
I second the motion.
Okay, I have an emotion and a second right here. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Can we have some other discussion?
Yes.
When would you be looking to release the other 2 lots, Bill? Is that something?
Well,
that-
if maybe sometime come this fall or even before, if I can put up that bond or whatever you guys need.
Yeah, figure that out.
I'll take a look at
Yeah,
this.
take a look.
Normally, I've never on the side of doing the road and owning it. Usually, I just build it for people, so I don't deal with all this stuff that they've always dealt with. So I will look into this definitely.
It's a new world, isn't it?
That's a whole different thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can build them all day long, but I'll have to check that out.
Okay, so,
So, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, how do we do it without, are you notary yet?
I'm not.
What?
The notary?
She's not a notary public. Is the town clerk a notary public?
She is.
She
So
is.
we can come back during the day to do it?
We don't have to.
Well,
We don't have.
She knows our signatures.
Yeah, yes.
She doesn't have to witness it?
Nope.
You want me to try to get somebody here? I gotta be in Mansfield at 7:30 with it. What time do they come in?
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning.
That's just
7:30 or
not bad.
8, I'm not sure.
You know something? I'll go there. I'll come here for 8, and I'll just tell them I won't be there till 9. That's fine.
Yeah, there's
That
a whole
works.
bunch of notaries here.
Does that work?
I hope so.
Well, I could try to call somebody in right
Yeah,
now.
I don't think I'll be here tomorrow, so,
I'll be here.
yeah.
I'll stop right in, and
Yeah.
Nate's usually here if you leave it at his office or something. I could stop in and see him.
You have
first
to
thing.
bring this with you.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, it'll stay here tonight to
I can
be
leave it here tonight,
notarized,
come right
and then
in
he'll
the
pick it up first as soon as it's notarized in the morning. Will be witnessed with the camera that it was us signing it, and it should be fine to.
That sounds good. It sounds very good.
Can I see the top page?
Certainly. I just want to see them.
Yeah.
Make sure I get them all.
Okay.
I think the town clerk should be fine.
I can't speak to that.
I can't either.
I actually just did fill out the application, but that'll be a while yet.
Application to
But
get your,
to be a notary, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I'm not I can do it, but my secretary's not, but
My
maybe she
secretary
got
is, but she's not. She's
Craig
already
Medeiros or
available.
somebody I grabbed, yeah.
It was worth it just for requisitions, when I requisition big jobs, just to have her just
Right.
witness me sign and send it off, because it's, I can't notarize something myself. It's not legal.
Correct.
Not that I want to be a notary public, but
Then everybody hunts you down.
It's
Calls
easier
me, hey,
than-
I really need this done. Can you come over? Like me right now, I'd be calling 2 or 3 people I know. You know, if they could come down here.
What are you doing at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
I can be here.
Because this says, then personally appeared, say for instance,
Yeah,
Zink,
yeah.
one of the above-named members of the Lakeville Planning Board to the town of Lakeville, and acknowledged the foregoing instrument to be the free act and deed of said planning board before me. Would that be good?
Yeah, sure.
That way it's a
Sure.
slam dunk.
Yep.
Because he doesn't necessarily have to sign it. He just has to attest that it's a free act and deed from the planning board.
Okay.
And I think that'll work. So I'm gonna sign it.
Cool.
And it is of my free act and deed. We'll sign next to
Sure.
Age before beauty, dude. Sorry.
it's all right.
This is so much easier than I thought it was going to be.
Why, you thought it was gonna be tough?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know the two lots.
So what do we wanna do
I
with
wasn't
this?
looking at drawings anymore.
Right.
I'll hold on to it, and
Okay.
I'll be here at 8 o'clock.
I'll stop by at 8 o'clock
Okay.
and
Sweet.
we'll get it done. Thank
Zink,
you guys
thank
very
you
much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, we wanna go over, any old business?
I think we're good, Bill.
All set. And
Okay,
I
just-
will definitely read through these and I'll probably come in with Jamie at another time in
Sure.
July sometime,
Yeah.
or whatever, and we'll
Yeah.
figure out what we need to do with everything else.
Yeah.
Because it, compared to the value of the two lots and compared to what you have already invested, the numbers that we use will work for you.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a,
Cool.
it's reasonable for everybody.
All right. Excellent.
Thanks,
Thank you
Billy.
very much.
All right, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Talk to you. So I'll
Have a
be
nice
here at 8
vacation.
o'clock. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you guys.
Okay. So any old business?
What was? Did you have?
I did. I would like to talk about this whole subdivision thing, which I wasn't involved in this, but I just happened to kind of go through it. Just saw a lot of problems with the process because there isn't really one. So I would like maybe the board to take a vote to, maybe I could work with Zink or something during the day so we could actually set up a defined process for that. Like in the zoning board, we have a checklist that I have, so I know after each thing is done and
That
what's
it's been
left to do.
completed.
So, like for instance, that covenant, there should have been a copy in here. It should have came from them. One should have been to us and to the clerk. So if I had that in this folder that said need this copy, I could have followed up on it.
Right.
So just have things go a little smoother, like the minutes reflected there was a bond. There wasn't a bond, but I
was supposed to be a bond.
I spent a lot of time trying to find this bond.
Yeah.
Right.
So did
So,
I.
yeah, right.
So you wasted a lot of time.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I feel like if we had something like that, it would make just
Yeah.
everything a lot easier. You know, the board changes, so people don't know the process. You know, I'm obviously not going to be here forever. Someone could walk in and say, oh, this is what you need to do this subdivision. So just hoping you would take some action on that, and I could get something
So did we
going.
jump from old business to new business in
We
that
did.
one? Okay.
All right.
So I
So
would,
are you willing to get in on that?
Well, if it's okay with everybody, yeah. See,
Oh, absolutely.
The last time, I wanted to make, I did this about 6 months ago because I was getting confused, especially on what Malik was doing. He had 3 here and 2 there and stuff like that. And
Different subdivisions.
different, and they didn't have, and they were gonna be private roads. So we barely noticed them, you know, but we still, the paperwork's still running. You know,
Right.
I mean, we still have to close it
Right.
at some point. So I made a list of it. Now this, it turned out on this one, Logan, I haven't touched this for 6 months, but with Logan and, yes, I had it written down, they were all released because I was sure that that $70,000 had been collected. How would anybody know that it wasn't? I mean,
Because they're all built. Well, it looked
well,
like
I
they were all
mean,
built.
you know, but there
well,
wasn't
if
any
it
way
was collected, he would know. Because that's temporary security,
right,
and he would want that back.
right. But I haven't seen him since, you know, outdoors.
But you would have seen him if we had 70,000 of his dollars.
Right.
I'm just saying that's the
Right.
stopgap is get the money on the checklist
Right.
at when you at some point in in these minutes when you're approving the subdivision, it's a LMNOP
Yep.
thing that triggers. We took a
Right.
vote and that triggers bond, covenant,
Right.
Right.
something else. So, I mean, I think we're all on the same page. It's just a matter
Yes.
of create the vehicle to do it.
Right, so
It makes
say
these
within
triggers.
a month, if I don't see this bond, then I can say, what's going on?
Right.
Is there going to be a bond, or?
Right.
So, I'm
There just
entirely
has
in
to be
agreement.
a lot of follow-up, I think.
Entirely
I don't
agree,
think
yeah.
that that's been done.
But I would like to make a suggestion. We have the sign-off box, and I know on conservation, a lot of times the agents from the past would request seeing certain things on the plan. And I don't know if it needs to be in our, not in our regulations, but in our application process to tell the engineers, we might need a box or something on the plan that denotes the bond fee, that denotes, so put the onus on them, that it's a part of the checklist to be on the plan, along with the sign-off. They got a 5-line signature box for us. Why don't we, next to them, if there were 3 things that it triggered, a covenant, the bond, and something else, put it next to it, just things that we need to fill out. If there's an amount, then that Kathy types in for the amount of the bond. That
On the
forces-
plan?
Yeah.
I don't
you
think that's
so.
a good
Yeah,
idea. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think if you want to put
The check mark on the plan, but not the number.
a check
Yeah, and
or
that's
initial.
fine.
Yeah,
Or
That's,
an initial.
and we're not necessarily looking for the number,
right.
Right.
just,
No, but that's why I don't want the number on the plan. Because, that's,
sometimes things get waived, sometimes there's
And
different
sometimes
fees.
they want to compare about,
Right. And why did this guy have that much and I had this much
Right.
and you screwed me? I get it, but I'm just saying, even if it's just a box to check.
yeah. Or a box to initial.
Yeah.
I think the initial is a good
yeah,
idea. Because, anybody can check a box. But initial
Yeah.
would work nice. Because that can be Kathy's initial. And if it changes for another secretary, like you say, you're not going to be here forever. She has plans to move on.
We are proactive. We already started the discussion without a vote. But I would make a motion that we put on the agenda to discuss the implementation process and a checklist of some sort for Kathy to work with one or all of us,
Yes.
either at meeting or during the week,
Yep.
to
Yeah.
clean up the subdivision approval process.
Yep. I'm working, right now I'm gonna be working in Lynn.
So you have to drive, you have to cross the bridge?
Yeah, ha 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 ha, yeah. It's a riot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, the bridge that's half shut down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so my
Yeah,
time
the alternative is driving by Encore.
Yes.
Yeah.
My, so my life is gonna be squeezed into a
Or you can
small
go through Bell
funnel.
Circle.
A small funnel.
I have,
Mystic Bridge?
It's
Or
actually
Tobin.
Tobin.
Bridge, sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
I have another thing, what we used to have, what Pauline used to give us once a year, or sooner if we needed it. But have you seen one of these? Okay. And that's something that the treasurer would make up for her.
Okay.
And this was this was back from even
The town treasurer?
the town treasurer, before this one, the previous treasurer, and that helps a lot too, because what happens is there's a little bit of retainage on one of those accounts. Well, we may hold that for 10 years, so you have to kind of remember. I mean, and there's the only place you'll see that any reminder for that 10-year-old $3,000 is that sheet. And so we should see it. We can't. Well, actually, we could ask the treasurer, but basically, she owes you one of them at least
Okay.
once a year, if not
Okay,
twice
I'll
a
have to
year.
check with
That's
her.
for all of the,
All the retainers.
yeah.
And that would explain to us. That this would have told us that we didn't
Receive.
receive. Yeah. And that's an old. I need that one.
Okay.
That's my only copy of that one.
Do you want to make a copy so he gets it back? Or?
Yeah.
What year was that?
I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was a 16, maybe a 16.
So you're going to be away, but I don't think it's something that we have to have done necessarily for the next meeting. I
No.
think she just making a point to get it on the agenda to discuss in the future,
Yep.
in the near future. So, and so the meeting on the 27th, if that happens, it maybe wouldn't be on that agenda, but the following 2 weeks after that, or whenever the first meeting in July would be, maybe it could be on the agenda. So, we have a motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So you're thinking like the 11th or the 25th, depending on.
On what we can produce, maybe I can come by during the week.
Oh, okay.
Or if Zink's around
Yep.
sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks
Okay.
to help you if you want any input or, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
And we can discuss it at the next meeting,
Yeah, in July I'll be around a lot less.
because we might be able to get a lot of input during the meeting.
Okay.
And there's a
had
lot,
your
and there's 6
checklist?
sheets too.
Yes.
I mean,
My
that's
zoning one?
Is that what that is, zoning?
Yeah, that's a zoning one.
Would you dare to make up a starter one to have? Like what you think needs to be checked off, or don't? We'll start to develop it with discussions.
I've never done a subdivision, so
Right.
kind of tough.
Yeah. I think at our next meeting, we should take and put that on the agenda.
The next agenda
Yep.
to discuss it.
Yep. And make it, I don't want to do it now.
I mean, because there's actually not much on the agenda for next week. Oh, you won't be here though. So maybe the following. Because I feel like it would be good for you too.
Yeah.
I would like to be involved,
Yeah.
but I don't want to hold up
Yeah.
the works.
Progress, right. But it'd be nice to know. I was lucky, you know. I mean, I had Al was on the board for what, 35 years.
Al,
You know, yeah. Jim was on the board for 20 plus. Kevin St. George was on the board for
20 plus.
20 plus. You know,
Pauline was the same clerk for 27 years.
was that just 27?
Oh,
And she was a legal secretary that used to do everything for her attorney.
Yep.
Everything. I mean, he didn't even sign his own
Oh, I remember
paycheck.
when you guys used to go into the basement over there.
Yep.
With my building on Crooked Lane, I went through there, and she was on it.
Oh yeah. It was amazing what she knew.
She was like a silent co-chair.
Oh, she used to kick Al under the table and tell him what to do. Literally.
yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even know she kicked him under the table. But every once in a while, he'd sit up and say something. Oh. She never had to kick me. So anyway, our next meeting is Thursday, June 27th at the Senior Center. I think that just about concludes this meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, sir.